The question that we've been asked is how do we apply bulk disbursements for multiple customers? What we mean by that is, like, say for example you bought say paper or some software for multiple users and you're divvying it between multiple matters. How do you actually apply it? For this example, I'm going to use conveyancer as an example. Let's say you paid $200 to buy a conveyancer license, and you got 5 licenses out of it, which is basically $40 per client or per matter. Now you could decide to actually charge each of your clients say $50. That's okay. So let's see how you would do that in uLaw. In uLaw, what you would do is you go to Action Panel, go to Expenses, and go to Office Expense. And inside Office Expense, you choose a category. Like, conveyancer is a software expense. So you can say computer related, and you can say conveyancer software license for 5 users. Let's say the total amount is $200, and when you apply it, the software automatically calculates the tax of that jurisdiction. You can see how you paid for it. Maybe you paid with your general bank, and you can say conveyancer corporation, and maybe you paid it using a check, and the check number is that. And if you are actually sending a check to conveyancer, you can even print that check, and you would put the expense. Now once you have put the expense, now when it comes to actually charging a client, what you would do is you would go to a matter, choose that real estate matter, and under the disbursements, what you would actually do is there are a couple of ways you can do it. Either you can do it as a unit rate. So you can say paid from general, you can change it as unit rate, and you can say conveyancer license fee, right? Make it a unit rate, and you can say I'm charging you 1 unit at $50 a unit, and that's the tax on top of it, and you have no expense because you already covered the expense in the other part. So that's one way of putting the same conveyancer license fee. Another way is you can actually click on the action button and call it a miscellaneous expense. Again, declare that there was no expense here, and you can say conveyor license software fee, and here you can say the amount is $50. The software will calculate the HST for that $50, and you can do an apply. It's basically exactly the same whether you do it as a unit rate or you do it as a miscellaneous expense. I'll show you a quick preview of the invoice, and you'll see that the software would understand both these being charged to the client the exact same way, and that $200 is actually accounted for as an expense to the company. So if I look at the disbursements, you see that conveyor's license fee was $50. With that, 13% of HST is that much as when it's charged as a unit, or when it's actually charged in fixed rate, it'll actually come up like that. So to summarize, whenever you have a bulk fee for which extends across multiple clients, you'd first go in and put it as an office expense under expense, office expense. Then you would come under matter, and under retainer and disbursements menu, you'll choose new disbursements and put it as a unit rate, or you will choose the action button and use miscellaneous expense.